Hello everyone, it is time for part 2 of the Arcadion. This is my first time playing through it, so we're gonna discover it together. Now, I really enjoyed the first part. I think the story is interesting, and I think the fights were so much fun. Now, we're gonna go in as a Pictomancer, simply because I'm just not feeling like healing right now. And Pictomancer is the DPS that I got geared up. And I quite like the Pictomancer. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. I have completely lost my way and ran to the wrong place. Let me get us where we should be. So we will start by speaking with Yaana. To get the quest Souls Under Siege, Yaana's face lights up at the sight of you. Hey Malisity, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Nayuni and I made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonecrosis. Come inside, we'll tell you what we learned. Have you heard anything from your sister though, since we met the last time? Hello, Nayuni. Like, the sister isn't here, right? No, she left. It's good to see you, Malisity. As you may have heard, we managed to take up a lead regarding psychonecrosis. Yeah. Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order? It's a rather complicated affair, after all. Sure. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before my sister Eutrope challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonecrosis. The illness appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree, those such as Arcadion fighters. We learned from Eutrope that the immortalized were those who lived in luxury in the upper levels are actually dead, taken by the disease. Since the revelation, we looked for alternative ways to cure psychonecrosis, and we finally have some news to share. Oh? It's all thanks to Nayuni. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yaana, don't give her the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core system for information on souls, you see. Oh. Unsurprisingly, I failed. It was more an Oblivion member who was monitoring on unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolded me to never again do something so reckless. And when I explained the predicament, however, she kindly shared the research data Oblivion had acquired from Origenics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that military was well aware of psychonecrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. This brings us to our next move, and now that we're privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. Indeed, it isn't right to leave them ignorant. I'm glad you agree. I can't sit idly by knowing that they might die. As Metamorn does, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He would be extremely unimpressed if he revealed the secret to those who you've yet to fight and caused their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting him in his crosshairs for as long as we can. So, I should fight them and then we tell them? That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested. As they're barred from fighting for a time, it wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. There are still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use a feral soul, They bring themselves closer to psychonecrosis, including in a match against you. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what illness has done to Eutrope, it feels nothing less than personal. Of course. So we start with the ones we fought in the light heavyweight division, right? To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. Okay, lovely. Honey is so sweet. Her song has also had a permanent residence in my head ever since I fought against her. She's busy, as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Any thoughts? Honey manages to balance 2 careers at once. I can't help but admire her. Oh, what's her other career? I was frightened at first when Oblivion found me, but when I actually met its members, they all turned out to be quite nice. Yeah, they are really lovely. You don't have to worry. Hey, honey! So, what is it about then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. My stars! You're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the very soul. If you connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no sign of degradation. Truly? Oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. You're fine too, I suppose? You joined the Arcadion well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yaana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times when training, so when I examined her, we found that she's on the threshold of developing the disease. Oh. For mercy's sake, Yaana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls, and knowing what I know now, I would say it's because the president doesn't want us to die too early. It would be bad for entertainment. I really like her eyes. They're so pretty with this ombre look. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadium anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it's true. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of people. I couldn't do that if I were dead, now could I? So, I look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed, after all. I am Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. Aww. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. I'm so happy. Also, the music. sea really is something else, honey. Right, that leaves one other fighter I would like to inform, the Brood Bomber, who you defeated to become the light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in a resident radius 911. Sure. He's not gonna take this well. I would also imagine that he may be already getting ill. There we are. What do you say, Niuni? I always carry the personal terminal with me, so we can check for the illness whenever we arrive at the apartment. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. We'll see. Was he always so bad-tempered, though, or is that maybe part of the disease? He's not gonna be thrilled to see us, that's for sure. You're all so cute, I could eat you up. Oh my god, look at the kittens. Oh. Why do they flock only to you? It's hardly fair. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Rub salt in the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Come on, little ones, come to me. That man, there is Eutrope's, that's the champion of the Cruiserweight division. Eutrope's ex? This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your arses kicked? You're Malisity, the unenhanced warrior, yes? Hello. The Howling Blace at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have a chance to meet in the ring soon. The pleasure is all mine. I'm not gonna go, be an ass to him. We can be hospitable to other fighters. We can fight in the ring. Don't have to do it outside of it. Lest you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. Yaana and her sister were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adopting at Eutrope's insistence. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter except you. I, didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprising that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along. Oh, I love that they're using wrestling terms. Through this, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. If you don't know, in wrestling, I only know this from WWE. Basically, a face is the good guy in the storyline, and the heel is the bad guy in the storyline, or the one who's supposed to be the bad guy. So that kind of puts up their personalities in the ring. So if Brood Bomber is meant to be a heel, he's supposed to behave like an asshole because he's supposed to be the bad guy. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us and got up to all manners of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of the Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence. But when he became the Brute Bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up, they don't need to know that. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadion, to the President. Oh man, this is gonna be a hard sell. That we do. Well, I've seen the kittens, as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Yeah. Till next time, Malisity. Now that he's gone, we have some terrible news. So, what do you want? There's something you need to know. Yeah, now we go explain the disease to him. At least he has emotional support kittens all around. That is gonna help. Lies! The President would never! I have the result of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already showed signs of psychonecrosis. What? That's nonsense! Ugh. Oh. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness. The early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadion means a lot to you. I know, it means a lot to me too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough! I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. Oh, he was listening. I wonder if he knew. Or maybe he can talk his friend into, like, not fighting. We've done what we could. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. But if he was listening, will he tell the President? Oh, I am glad he has the kitties. When feeling bad, it's so good to have an animal with you. Not only Eutrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, that remedy is an infusion of extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from Origenic seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believe reinforcement from a dense soul could be an effective treatment. But this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. Thank you. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. Still, something about her action doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I can't help but feel she's still hiding something. Hello? Ah, alright, understood. That was Mattem. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. The best of luck with your next match, Malisity, and please be safe. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh? Ah! Here she is at last! Now the party can properly start. I think that is what he said. He is... Are you okay, dude? That's better. The strap room was begging for a touch of color. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is here to be a font of inspiration. We're going to get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, that's 2 fighters. We've met the 3rd one. So who's the 4th fight? I'm glad to see that this division is also just as insane as the last one. As you have surmised, they are your rivals in the Cruiserweight division, and I understand you are already acquainted with the champion? Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for entertainment, but it's now most of all that the citizens are in need of diversion to help them forget their cares. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with a rousing combat and make the very walls of the Arcadion shake with excitement. I will do my best. But who is the 4th fight? So the 4th fight is probably gonna be like a surprise fight again. The fighters in this division are characters too, eh? But there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, Cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. Yep, I am geared for this. Yaana's eyes gleam with anticipation. The Dancing King. Ready are you? Good. Let the unstoppable Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begin. So the dancing part is the one we've heard I think most of. It's very much the music starts when the fight starts, and we kind of have to. The mechanics happen in beat with the music. Right. Let's take a look at your first opponent. He is a frog. Interesting. The verdant revel dancing green. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadian bouts he treats as parties, where he's the center of attention. Using the souls of terrible toads, he gains heightened physical power and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. Your best bet will be to treat the fight as a party as well. Let yourself go with the flow. You just might be surprised by what follows. I think this is gonna be so much fun. Now then, go and show that party animal you got moves of your own and seize your first victory in the Cruiserweight division. Let's do this. Okay, I'm liking, if this is the music, I am liking the music. Any final thoughts? I should mention that the ring will be dazzling dance floor and the crowd is certain to be electric, so soak up the atmosphere, Malisity, and be the star of the show. Yeah, they said that we're gonna try to diversify the wings even more. Now I just need to wait. So I will be with you when the stuff happens. Okay, he seems like a very happy guy. I'm excited to see what he looks like as part frog.
He's young, he's stylish, and he knows all the moves! The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor! Dancing green!
Just like a tail? Alright, first time here, let's do this. I'm gonna die just because I'm gonna be busy, like, listening to music.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins. Oh, will the challenger be all right?
I'll be fine.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
I don't know what this means. Okay. Oh!
We're just getting started! Keep grooving, baby! Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these steps.
I love the announcer, is always so much fun.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star!
Kinda hard to draw my pictures with this guy.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn! An invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond?
Oh! Do we wanna stand in it? What are we trying to do? I fell down. So are we supposed to try to stand in the light?
That's square!
I'm trying to see what like others are doing. Okay, so we need to, before the timer runs out, to be in the light. Noted.
Come on, show me your moves! They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
How do I know how often will he do this? Feels like he does it 3 times.
You're up, dancers! Let's turn up the heat!
Ooh.
Try to keep up now!
What are we doing?
The fever's taken hold! Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Dance like there's no tomorrow!
Oh. Oh, I get it. If we look at their hands, they either have the right or left hand up, and that is the direction the damage is gonna go. Clever. Yeah, that's... I appreciate that the group was like, yeah, let's just wipe this and try it again. That is a really fun mechanic. Okay, we need to watch where he is gonna be doing his thing, though. Or just please make sure we're in a light.
Come on, show me your moves!
Okay, is he gonna... Oh, it's this thing, okay. This is not good timing for my buff window, like my burst window. But I did manage to do the things I need to do in my circle before. Alright. I like this boss. This boss is fun. Visually, it's fun. It's just... It's a good party feeling. Gotta keep eye out on this for when he starts summoning the guys.
You're up, dancers!
Okay, dance time.
Let's turn up the heat!
I'm
Try
gonna
to
use the
keep
chance
up
to get
now.
my picks up.
The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Okay.
Dance like there's no tomorrow!
Nice. Very
Let's
fun.
finish with style!
What does that mean? Ah. Just big AoE.
Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it! Back to it, dancers!
Oh, hello. What's that? Damage in the area they just lost? Yes. Don't stack with me!
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
No, 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 no. We're fine, we're
Show us
fine. We
some
got
electrifying moves!
we got healers up. Okay. Gotta remember, don't start casting anything until you've been healed up. There we go. Ah. Also, trying not to stand in things would also be a good thing to do. I really like the music. Also, just look at this battlefield. It's very fun.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Okay.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
No! I wasn't fast enough. Oh, I'm not being a very useful DPS right now. I'm being very dead all the time. Oh, you can see people like in the back, like dancing. Okay.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, genuinely. Ah. I mean, you don't come here for good playing. If you've been following me ever since I started playing this game, you know my skill level of staying alive.
Dancers, take it away!
But at least we can dance and have fun.
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again!
Okay, I can do this mechanic.
The Knights reached a fever pitch! All eyes are on Dancing Green!
Okay, let's just focus on staying
Dance
alive.
like there's no tomorrow!
Don't have to do any fancy moves. Just stay alive. 1, 2. Oh, that was the wrong one.
Let's finish with style!
I'm gonna throw a shield on myself because I'm eating up all the damage. So let's not. I think the healers have done enough. I have exceeded my allotted healing quota for several fights now.
Come on, show me your moves! We're just getting started! Keep grooving, baby! Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
Oh, does that mean like none of us got hit? That's always nice.
Bask in the spotlight and
I think they've done so good with this particular raid in just making it like really fun. Like the encounter designers just must have had a blast with this. Oh. Stand in light here. Oh. A little bit too fast.
show us some electrifying moves!
For my health to go up a bit. Okay, somebody limit break. Use limit break and
Dancers,
it was very,
take it away!
very red. Okay, he's doing the dancer thing.
Yeah,
Cool.
baby!
I
feel
don't
the
think we're
fever
gonna have to
coming
go
on
through this
again.
mechanic entirely. He is
The Knights
very close to
reached a
death.
fever pitch. All eyes are on Dancing Green.
Oh, was that him starting his... like, enrage? Yay!
The match is decided. Victory goes to the challenger.
And now we have to tell him here, by the way, every fight you're like getting closer to a horrifying disease. Thank you for fighting me. Hey, Yaana. Well fought, Malisity. With the victory, you've proven yourself a force to be reckoned with in the cruiserweight division. Yeah, thank you. I would like crit. Art at War. Yaana is ready to introduce you to your next opponent. Right then, let's ride the wave of this momentum toward our next victory. I can read English. So the next is the painting Lalafell, right? And here is your next opponent. A fighter who lives and breathes art. She uses the ring as her gallery. Sugar Riot. Oh, I like her. Before coming to the Arcadians, he was a graffiti artist, you see. Most of the graffiti you see in Solution 9 was either by her or by those imitating her style. Oh. By injecting herself with the soul of a deadly pudding, she's able to concoct special paint that can cause actual change to reality, even the ring itself. Deadly pudding? To her, fighting is a medium for her art, a means of expressing herself. Her imagination is boundless, and you have to take care not to be overwhelmed, staying calm no matter what she throws at you. If you can manage that, you surely overcome Sugar Riot and continue on your way to the top of the cruiserweight division. We can do this. We can do this. Any extra thought on her? I neglected to mention that the audience will be watching the match remotely. Sugar personality designed their avatar, so try and steal a glance when you can. Oh. So she made like what they're gonna look like. Make sure I sign up to the right thing. I will see you in the match. Oh, look at the crowd. They actually look kind of cute.
The ring is her studio, and reality her canvas. She's a rebel with a cause, who captivates all with her illusions. Sugar Riot!
I say her appearance looks really cool. With the whole pudding thing. Alright, what is this fight gonna be? I wish I could zoom up, but...
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
Okay, bomb. I'll go over there. How far do I need to go? Oh, the range is okay. It's bigger than I
And
thought.
with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
Okay, onto the bombs. Oh wait, flying bombs. Ah, okay. Arrows. If I stand here, these are like arrows across the screen, right? Yes. See, I'm figuring this out. Target arrows. Stay away from the target. Are they gonna shoot towards the target? Yes. Okay. I'm getting it.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Ooh.
Goodness, the ring has become a desert.
Huh?
How about a little more sunshine?
Okay. The sun is on that side, so we want to stay on this
When I
side?
think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
I'm getting cactuses. Yep. Oh, hello.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles.
Ah, we're unable to bear the heat and take damage over time.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Yeah? Oasis, maybe? Oh, quicksand. Good. No.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
I was thinking like Oasis would be nice. But no. Okay, we have to be here. Thank you, people. Okay, we're back to...
What's your favorite color?
Why? 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 No, no, no.
When you can't decide on one thing.
There was a tank alive. Why would I get the... What?
What do you think of this?
How... I'm so confused. Okay, bomb arrows. So here. Okay, genuine question. When the tank is not the tank, like when the tank is dead, how does it pick which DPS is gonna go on? I thought it only went on like melee DPSs, that it was like by range, and because melee DPSs are usually closest. But I don't think I was that close to her back there. Okay. Pretty well. Ooh.
A crystal clear river. How charming.
I am fighting the urge to splash right now. Really bad. I really want to go splash in the water. Me move here. Oh, thank you. I always appreciate when if a healer sees me do something wrong and they just yank
This
me.
is no good.
Just yank
It
me.
needs a
It's
touch
I
of
do
my
not take offense to being yanked around. If I'm being a bad player, just tell me. I hold no illusions of being that good of a player that I cannot be messing up bad.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy. How frightening.
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
And by the way, if you do play MMOs, try to be really open to people telling you if you're messing up. I think in like 90% of the time, people actually mean well. There's always gonna be assholes that, like, they say things or they don't even know what they're talking about. But most of the times, people mean well and they just want to, like, guide you so everybody has a better time. So I used to be really afraid of people telling me I was doing something wrong and get anxious if I was corrected. But after I started trying to change that thought process and just accept that I mess up and I know I mess up,
When you can't decide
that
on one thing.
people mean something good when they tell me. And it has helped me get better at certain things, like better at healing, better at my DPS and dealing with mechanics and such. Because often people give you
What do you think of this?
like perspective on things that you didn't know. Okay, I do have lucid dreaming on my bars.
Ha! Effortlessly dodged.
Okay, we're going back to the river. Okay. Now I know, because I was yanked before, now I know I need to stand with the healer in this. But do we then we go out? Okay. Nice.
KO!
Yay!
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Hello, Yaana. This was a fun fight. Well done, Malisity. I knew you could do it. Your next match will be against the cruiserweight champion himself, but seeing as we have a bit of a time, there's something I would like to tend to first. I want to tell Dancing Green and Sugar Riot about psychonecrosis and see if they're developing any symptoms. We have to save them too if we can. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I've borrowed Naomi's terminal, so we'll be performing the examination here in this room. Rest assured, I've already checked for listening devices. The two should be here any moment now. Those two were so fun to fight. So, what's this about, baby? Are we having a party here? If that's the case, I'll excuse myself. I'm rather keen to give form to the inspiration you've given me. Please don't be ill. Please, please, please. While I'm relieved to say you haven't manifested the disease yet, you're both dangerously close to doing so. Just one more feral soul injection could push you beyond the brink. It would be wise to stop fighting in the Arcadion. Whoa, talk about a downer, baby. This is all very sudden, and I struggle to accept it, but for both you and Honey to retire, there must be truth to your words. It's not an easy thing to retire, I know, but for your own safety I ask that you give it a careful consideration. Yeah, you don't have to decide right this minute. Just take a moment to think about it. I've made up my mind. I'll retire. This doesn't leave the room, but I've always struggled to play the part of Dancing Green. To maintain the persona of party animal, I've had to spend night after night out on the town. And when I'm not doing that, I'm practicing dances in the studio. It's utterly exhausting, soul-crushing. I pushed through it all because I didn't want to disappoint the fans, but this revelation sets me free. Dancing used to be my passion. Perhaps I can learn to love it again. Oh, that's so sad. I always thought you were a genuine party animal, living only to revel. To think that it was actually a burden on your shoulders. The ring has been my precious studio. It saddens to think that I won't be able to step into it again. But it was on the street that I started plying my craft, and this revelation might be sign telling me to go back to my roots. So I'll do just that. I'll go back to a time when the whole city was my studio, and its walls my canvas. Truth be told, seeing you fight without a feral soul helped me realize that maybe it's alright just to be myself. Ah, I'm relieved. Thank you for listening. Well, we'd rather not die, of course, and And it's you we have to thank for warning us. We're liable to attract suspicion if we stay here too long. We'll discuss when to break the news to the management at a later time. Yeah. Management is not gonna take this well. Thankfully, those two have other places to employ their talents, like honey. To Brood Bomber and Howling Blade, however, the Arcadion is everything. It isn't easy for them to retire. This I know better than most. But it's a matter of life and death. Yeah, we don't know what she can do either if she isn't doing this. But championship fight, right? Twisted vengeance. Yaana appears to be lost in thought. In any case, your priority for now is to win the title match. Let's return to the gym and prepare. Yaana? Naomi will be relieved to hear that both Dancing Green and Sugar Riot plan to retire. Come on, let's share the good news. I'm still concerned what happened to Eutrope though. Like, where is she? Hey, small one. Thank goodness you're here. We have an emergency. Oh. Look at this. Oh no. What? Hand over all the feral souls you got. This is unbelievable, folks. Just when we thought Brood Bomber couldn't sink any lower, it seems he now intends to use unregulated feral souls. And several of them at once besides. The madman's going to turn himself into an abomination. This is a violation of the rules. You'll be banned for this. Shut your bloody trap and get out of my way. Is this scripted? Or is he going, like, off script? Hey, unstoppable upstart. If you're watching this, come and find me at the demolition site on the level. We're going to fight again, and this time, I'm going to destroy you, you hear me? I'm going to destroy you. Well, that's definitely, like, proper heel behavior. That idiot! Instead of listening to us, he goes and does this. The general public is unaware of, but the doping tonic the Brood Bomber imbibes during the matches is actually a harmless prop he uses as a part of his ring persona. That's why his matches continue even when he's disqualified. Using multiple feral souls at once, however, is expressly forbidden due to the extreme danger it poses. Doing so warps the flesh irreversibly, turns you into an abomination, as Master Metem said, and in the worst case, it will kill him. This is likely because it greatly accelerates the soul degradation, leading to psychonecrosis. You went and told him about this disease, didn't you? Despite my warnings, you went and told him? I'm sorry, but we couldn't simply leave him to his fate. Well, he ended up taking the matter to the president, who naturally denied the existence of the disease, and naturally, Brood Bomber chose to believe him. So the president knows now. That's not all. The president has sanctioned a grudge match between him and you on one condition. In order to stand a chance, he has to inject multiple feral souls for the fight. I made a great fuss on the broadcast about his use of unregulated feral souls, but it's all staged. Everything is according to the president's script. He wants to get rid of you, and he is using the Brood Bomber to do so. And he is sacrificing the Brood Bomber. What? But the Brood Bomber's already exhibiting symptoms of psychonecrosis. This will kill him. I know. I tried to talk to him out of it as well, but he refuses to listen. For him, the President's orders are absolute. Make no mistake, the match will go ahead. Even should you ignore his challenge, the brute bomber will inject himself with his assembled feral soul and come for you. Besides, if you still intend to become Grand Champion and release all the souls in the Arcadion's repository, I fear there is no way to escape this fight. So prepare as best you can and then meet me at the Arcadion. I will have a chauffeur to take us to the venue. Well, now we know what the fourth fight is. I'm coming too. I'm the one who caused all this by revealing the disease to the brute bomber. The least I can do is be there. Oh, this is a mess. Could be a really fun fight though. Brute Bomber was a fun fight in the earlier version. So he might be a really fun fight here now. I do like though that like the drink he's having is just a prop. And it's all just for the show of him being a heel. Like that is really fun. Hey, met him? If you're ready to depart, then pray let the chauffeur know as such. Let's waste no time, Malisity. The broadcast may have been staged, but the brute bomber desires for revenge is most definitely real. There's no telling what foolishness he might commit while we keep him waiting. Mistress Malisity, I await your arrival. It will be my pleasure to escort you with air wheels to the location of your match, the 8th level demolition site. All has been made ready, the broadcasting equipment is in place, and rest assured the device for manifesting your allies is as well. Just say the word, and we shall depart. Let's go. My dude, this is such a bad idea. Brute, stop this madness at once. You'll place your life in danger. Danger? What do you think you're talking to? I am the vile Heat, the most heinous, most despised fighter in the history of the Arcadion. I fear nothing and spit on rules. I do whatever the hell I need to win. Wait! He's gone and done it. He injected himself with several feral souls and transformed into a terrible and chimerical fiend. He's no longer the brute bomber, but the brute Abominator. Yaana, we can't stay here. It's far too dangerous. But I can fight too. No. Malisity? You are on the verge. You are never doing that again. Alright. I'm counting on you to knock some sense into the pool. Alright. That is horrifying. Look at this. He's like part plant. Like majority of him seems to be some sort of a plant basis. But he also has like... Maybe he injected something that used to have a beak. Now it's like horns and fangs, and that's just... He still has his bandana though. He's not coming back from this, I think. Okay, the music is good immediately. Oh, look at all these red clams.
For revenge with A vengeance! The despicable fighter, formerly known as the Brute Bomber, the Brute Abominator!
But do the viewers understand? He probably won't change back. Okay.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
That is a good question. I think it's just horrifying, like...
My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon.
Huh. But just that the president actually, like, encouraged this.
Oh, a brutal
Scripted
blow,
this.
but the contender is standing firm.
It's horrid.
Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Yes, they have. Holy shit! What are we trying to kill them, or like what? I said, like, if we kill them, do they? Oh. Oh.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Oh, these are the cameras! I'm gonna die. Yeah. That was a sound. He's not human anymore.
We should just rival flying! What fearsome strength!
Huh. Oh. I see. We've just moved battlefields now.
Goodness me, the Brute Abominator is hanging on the building!
So he is. What does that mean? Will he stand on the side? Oh, this one is longer, so... Oh. Well... Yeah.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Oh, ow. Okay, you're gonna move again? No? Yes.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring!
Oh. I love that they have like a specific voice line if somebody accidentally falls off the platform.
The rooftop has caved in! Such devastation!
Okay, but we were supposed to be on it. Then it's fine.
We'll send cameras in there at once!
Thank you.
The destruction appears to have started a fire.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Alani, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
Thank you. I'm gonna wait until I'm healed up a bit. Oh, well, I'm stone, so that's fine. Use the chance to heal up a bit.
What a thrilling battle this, and it rages
Oh, and I'm
on.
dead. This is being live broadcast though, so his friend, like the champion, isn't he gonna see this? Is he gonna blame us? Or
The
is he gonna
challenger
become,
rises again.
like,
Can they
join
turn
our
this
side?
around? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Also, who's gonna take care of his cats now? Aww. All his kitties are gonna be so confused that he doesn't come home. Oh, that's really sad. Be on the side. Oh, let's start this. Oh, this is just all very sad. Because we never got to really know him as a person. And if the ring is like the only place where he has ever fit in, that is... It is understandable that he doesn't just go without words on it. It's a very tragic character. Because we've only ever gotten to really see him while he's like following the script. Where he's supposed to be an ass. Now... Okay. He's not changing back.
KO!
He didn't change back like the others.
Victory goes to the challenger.
Every time they get knocked out, they change back immediately. This is terrible. I'm so sorry.
It's all over. Until next time.
It's no good. We're too late. All those feral souls took their toll. The president had the broadcast cut the instant the match ended, so as not to reveal the terrible side of his entertainment. They never saw him not turn back. He remains furious that you divulged information on psychonecrosis. I will do my best to appease him, but I fear little will come of my efforts. I never thought you'd be the first to go, old friend. But worry not, I will join you soon. You don't mean... He already has it, doesn't he? I'm afraid so. I've been suffering the same symptoms for a while now. But I didn't understand how serious they were until I overheard your conversation. I too have psychonecrosis. Your sister and I began experiencing bouts of dizziness at the same time, not long before she disappeared without a word. I realize now that she must have been searching for a way to fight her fate. But I chose to accept mine. You come from beyond the barrier, Malisity. No doubt you find it unsettling that we use souls to cheat death. Having been raised without regulators, I felt much the same. To me, those who wore them lived a bland and numbing existence, devoid of tension and excitement. The job arranged for me were tedious, and there was no way to escape this nation's dreary reality. But I finally found joy in the Arcadion. Being my fighting persona is everything to me, like it was for my friend. If the price was for that is to die from psychonecrosis, I'll gladly pay it when the time comes. Come, little one. Oh. They're using like the lowest polycat in the game, and it's still so sad. How can he accept death so readily? Damn it all! It doesn't have to be this way. I'm sorry, Malisity. It's just all so frustrating. You did what you could, and I'm truly grateful. The President has wasted no time covering things up. After retrieving the Brute Bomber's body, the company announced that he's chosen to retire with his defeat. And so matches at the Arcadion will continue, but after a delay. It'll be a while before your cruiserweight title fight. Say, I wonder where Niuni's gone. She wasn't here when I returned. Huh. Family matters, and I am concerned about this. Yaana, didn't we say not to use more feral souls? Worry is writ plain on Yaana's face. After what happened, I can't help but feel worried. I'll see if I can locate Niuni via her terminal. Yeah. I wonder if the President is like, took her? That would be horrible. What? She's outside Everkeep. Huh. She never gone off without a word like this. Something isn't right. I'm sorry, Malisity, but could you help me find her? Her signal from the terminal suggests she's somewhere in East Yasolani. East Yasolani? Isn't that like where old Alexandria is? Or was that south? No, east. I keep on switching east and west in my brain. There's Yaana. He thinks he's like all the way out here. According to the signal, Niuni should be in this area. I think the President is trying to force everyone who knows about this to, like, get ill and die. Niuni, you had me so worried. What are you doing here? I'm sorry, Eutrope contacted me saying she needed to speak urgently. We were supposed to meet, but she hasn't come. Yeah, this is a trap. Forgive me, Niuni. I didn't want to use you, but I had no other choice. Really? We're gonna do this here. Okay. So we are. Eutrope, please don't do this. It's too late. There's no going back. If you won't back down, no. Yeah, no, this is the thing that's gonna tip you over the edge, isn't it? Then neither will I. Oh, or crying out loud. I mean, still thank you for protecting me, but like... From the start, I thought it strange that you would try to take another life to save your own. But the truth is, you aren't trying to save yourself. No, you want to save the man you love. Ah. Not only him, every fighter in the heavyweight division suffers from psychonecrosis. Even so, they continue to trust the President. He saved them all in some way, helping them during dark times in their lives. The Howling Blade, Retsara, is no different. He would choose to remain at the Arcadion rather than be with me. That's why he decided to act alone. If my friends were determined to fight until they died, then I would find a cure no matter the cost. And see what you've done now, Eutrope. Oh no, not you too. She was fine before. Naomi warned me that this might happen, but I had to stop you. Yeah, let that sink in. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the pair of you. Naomi? We're sorry, Naomi. There's no more need to fight. I think we can save everyone. Oh? A treatment for psychonecrosis that doesn't require Malicity's soul. I believe I found it. Okay. What? But I scoured all the data. There was no such thing. You looked at the data in the Arcadion's archive, I believe. But thanks to the people of Oblivion, I was able to gain access to the military's research log. And there I came across something called the regeneration factor. Regeneration factor? What is it? When one is ill or injured, the body naturally attempts to repair itself, yes? The regenerative factor is the force stimulating that recovery as part of life's design. Apparently, Lindblom scientists have developed a stimulant to enhance the soldiers' regeneration factor. This is what we need. But that was centuries ago. Does the stimulant even still exist? As a matter of fact, it was clearly indicated in a report that this formula has been determined. The problem is the formula itself wasn't mentioned. We'll need to investigate further, and for this we'll need your help, Eutrope. Yeah, could you cut out the whole trying to murder me part? It would be so nice. After what I've done, I don't expect you would forgive me. But I mean, when I say it, I'm truly sorry. Yeah, I would like to see you, prove that in action before I go forgiving you. Eutrope! She only fainted, thank goodness. We best take her home so she can rest. You're all a menace. Naomi? Do you think that Yaana manifested the illness as well? We need to figure out the formula for the stimulant as soon as possible. Yeah, is Eutrope here? Or is he in the back somewhere? Guess he's in the back resting. Yaana? Eutrope's resting upstairs. Her psychonecrosis is quite severe, so she needs to stay still until we can treat her. You should worry about yourself too, Yaana. You've manifested the illness now. I'm sorry, Naomi, but I couldn't just stand there and let Eutrope harm Malisity. I like that I can go I could have stopped her myself, but let's just go with promise me you won't use a feral soul again. Let's not start rubbing it in right now. I promise, I need to practice what I've been preaching to everyone. You seem to be fine for the moment, but if you feel the least bit unusual, you have to let us know, alright? We should take her regulator off. Even if it just means giving her another regulator, just the one with the feral soul kind of has to go. Now, even as we work on the cure, matches at the Arcadion will continue. That being the case, we should also continue trying to convince fighters to retire. For the first being the Howling Blade, your next opponent. We have to save him for Eutrope's sake, not least of all. But how can we convince him when he's determined to fight until he dies? Well, if I win against him, then he's not allowed to fight for a bit. It so happens that I have a plan. We'll confront him on the broadcast and challenge him to wager. Whoever loses the title match will be forced to retire from competition. Oh. Ah, so we put on a public show to generate excitement, just like they do at the Arcadion. Exactly. With the people's eyes on him, the Cruiserweight champion would be hard-pressed to refuse. And once everyone starts talking about it, even the president would have to let it go ahead. Use their own, storylines against them. But how will we do the broadcast? We haven't heard from Metin for a while now, and the Arcadion wouldn't cooperate with us. We'll ask Honey for help. She hosts a broadcast of her own, watched by countless viewers. We'll use it to ensnare the wolf. I'll contact Honey right now. Hey, more honey the better. This is actually though a really good plan. Because people would think it's part of the storyline. And the president, he would either have to say, oh yeah, my fighters have gone completely rogue. Or he would have to play along. And he probably doesn't want to lose face and admit he's losing control. And he's on board. We're going to lie in wait at Mosaic. That's where the Howling Blade is known to unwind before his matches. When he appears, issue your challenge and do whatever it takes to get him to accept it. Sure. I'll stay here and look after Eutrope. Best of luck to you. Thank you. I will do my very best to convince him that he should, accept my thing. I'm praying for your success. Accept my gamble, that's the word I was looking for. It is, as you can see, it's not the same day as when I did the other 3 matches. Aww. Because they don't obviously, Seralgi anymore. They've crossed over it. I do like the little artworks here and there. Especially now that we know who the artist is, or who at least inspired most of them, which is kinda neat. Honey's raring to go. Just give her the word and we'll set our scheme in motion. Hey, Honey. Ah, there you are. Now that all the performers are in place, it's time to steal the audience. Begin our broadcast. Alright, let's do this. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely, with a special edition. Today, we have a pair of very distinguished guests. The fabulously fierce Black Cat and unstoppable upstart Malisity. And goodness do they have a surprise for Malicity's new opponent, the valiant Howling Blade. What's this about now? Malisity wants to say something to you. The loser of our match has to retire. You have me taken aback, I must say. The notion that I would lose is laughable. But even if I should, I have no intention of retiring. Is the whimpering wolf afraid of losing? You're naive if you think I'll play into your hands. That's weak for a champion, if you ask me. I'll bet he's really just afraid to lose. Oh, he clearly has no confidence. You're a champion, so act like one. Accept the bloody challenge. Haha. This complicates things, doesn't it? So this was their plan. At this rate, my reputation will be in tatters. Fighting is everything to me. If you're demanding that I wager my purpose in life, it's only fair that you do the same. So tell me, what gives your life meaning? Exploring new lands. I'll settle down. I see. Having come from beyond the barrier, you know a world without boundaries and find joy in discovery. Is something I struggle to imagine. In any case, if that's what gives your life meaning, then that is what you must give up should you lose. If you agree, then we have a wager. Sure. I will settle in Solution 9 if needed. Did you hear that, my dear viewers? For their hotly anticipated clash, the two rivals are wagering their very purpose in life. This is not a match you can afford to miss. Well, we managed to pull it off, and it was in no small part thanks to the nearby customers. Did we do well, Miss Honey? Oh yes, you did extremely well. Thank you all so much for your help. Absolutely genius, honey. So, that's how it is. You really are something else. Well, the rest is up to you. For everyone's sake and Bruce's memory, see to it you send the Howling Blade into retirement. I will do my best. Right, all that's left is to win. Come, let's head to the green room. Have you noticed that a lot of the fighters seem to have heterochromia? Brute Bomber had it, Honeybee has it. Yaana has this eye color that I haven't seen on any of the Mikote. I haven't seen if the Howling Blade also has heterochromia. And I don't remember if the Lalafell had one. It's just interesting, it feels like there's a lot of it. This is it, Malisity, the Cruiserweight title match. Let's seize victory and continue on our mission. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yaana would formally introduce the Cruiserweight champion. The Howling Blade is worth the champion, but again and again you've cut through the competition. I'm confident you'll do the same this time. Right, let's take a closer look at your opponent. No, his eyes are normal. The lone wolf of the Arcadion, the Howling Blade. Before becoming a fighter, he was a hunter known for his unparalleled skill with the blade. Word ultimately reached the president, who recruited him to Ascension Arcadia. Owing to his good clean look, he was immediately embraced as a babyface fighter, and he dazzled the crowd with his fantastical ring and blade of pulsating light. With the soul of Fenrir, a legendary wolf, he is able to unleash slashes that are devastating as they're fast. You'll need to stay on your toes at all times. Now march into the wolf's den, Malisity, and show him that you're no mere prey. This is gonna be fun. He's up in the sky. I am really sorry that we have to do this to you.
With his peerless blade work and preternatural agility, he's the apex predator of the Cruiserweight division, the Howling Blade!
He actually does, like, he keeps his face quite well. He looks less wolf-like than I thought he would. Okay. So, shall we count how many times I die this time around?
Let's begin, shall we?
That's your voice?
Defeat the wolf in his own lair.
It also would help if I was actually, like, aiming for him when I use my abilities. Great start, Mali. Great.
Cleave!
You announced your attacks.
I wonder if you can keep up.
I don't know.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. A stylish evasion, well done.
I love the announcer. The announcer has such a pleasant voice. Oh no. No, I am not the one stacking on.
I do like toying with my prey.
Don't play with the food, buddy. No, wait, what?
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Okay.
Can you fend off a pack of wolves?
Okay, I'm gonna definitely need you
Fly true.
tries to, like,
The
properly
earth is
figure out
mine
this.
to command.
Fine, we're doing okay so far. I say, and get hit by stuff. And die.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger!
Some healer-esque comments are really funny. This one is not the time to make the rug.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Dude. Oh, we're killing the stone? Okay. Ow. Yeah, I think this is a wipe. Saber's intensity at 100 sounds like...
Wings.
Yeah. Well, that was to be expected. It's the first week of this boss. We're all learning. Let's try this again.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I need the announcer to be the announcer for, like, all future raids. He hypes you up so much.
Cleave! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay.
A stylish evasion, well done.
I do like toying with my prey.
Okay. I looked wrong.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Yes. I'm not being helpful.
Fly
Let's
true.
find out. I'm sorry.
The earth is mine to command.
Oh,
The
that killed
challenger's
me.
down! Is this the end?
Probably because I had like 2 debuffs.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful!
He does not find that delightful at all. Okay, now we're gonna speed up. Is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
I don't know. Ow.
He's put the Colossus to the sword.
This is like the game from the Gold Saucer. I did not expect that. The songs in this series are really nice. I will still admit, I kinda did like the Pandemonium, like final boss music,
But they're not out of the fight yet.
because it was always the same song but with different lyrics, and it kinda evolved from like unhinged to like super unhinged. But I quite like the music in this series. It's very like peppy. And I die.
You're mine! A pack of wolves!
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I have a feeling this might take several tries. Which is not bad. I have a feeling this might take several tries.
Try this!
The challenger
His
rises
color
again.
design,
Can they turn this around?
he kinda, like, my brain keeps on going like mixture of, I think his name is Strive from one of the Final Fantasy games, the blonde one that dresses up in a dress at one point from Final Fantasy 11, 7, not 11, 7. So, was it Cloud? What is his name? Cloud Strive. Either way, he reminds me of the guy from Final Fantasy 7 mixed with Sonic the Hedgehog. That is what my brain does when, like, looking at his design. It's like, yeah, these two things made this guy. And I don't know why. I think it's the blue that gives the Sonic feeling. It still makes no sense. It's always funny, like, when your brain decides to, like, make connections that don't necessarily make sense. Okay, moves again. Oh, I didn't even... Good call on tank LB. I did not even spot the tank LB. But I am glad to see that they are using their LBs. So you have to find, like, there is an area to the side when these things are falling down that are safe. I thought they were falling like straight across in almost like a triangle, but it's not like a full. It is obviously a triangle, but it's not like we call it réttur triangle, like a right triangle, like where all the corners are the same size-ish. Oh, crying out! It's too early in the morning for being this bad at this game.
You're mine!
It doesn't help, obviously, that after you die and you arrest, you come back with a debuff.
A pack of wolves!
He might though die. There is a slight possibility. He does not have a lot of health left. I am being carried by the people here. Thank you, Satoshi. You have rescued me many times. Put shields up. Gonna try to do at least some of my burst window. So I can pretend that I did something good. It's like, look, I bring good damage. The very few times that I'm not super dead. Yay! I'm sorry that we're about to ruin your career.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
I mean, yay, I won, but it doesn't feel like a fun victory knowing that I'm ending the career, which is the only thing he kind of likes doing, feels good doing. You did it! You really did it! You're amazing, you know that? Oh, shuck. I tried. You were simply too strong for me. I am so sorry. I gave my word and I intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. With this, I've escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know. Yeah, let's avenge the brute bomber together. The President has sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. I ought to despise him, I know. But as I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continue to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness. You fool! You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death, and there are people who cared for you even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope's been fighting alone to try to save you. What? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. I searched and I searched, but I could not find trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Malisity. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated and she decided to resume fighting. Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the President as an excuse not to face the bitter truth, and in doing so you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Malisity for her soul. She thought it was the only way she could be with you, who could see no life outside the Arcadion. I like the slight changes in his expressions are so good. I have no word. You're right about everything. The choices I've made have been out of fear that I would no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you like they did. His name was Hector. Oh. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The President has done enough harm. I will help you stop him. Ah, don't you cry. It's heartening to count the Howling Blade himself as our ally. The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, I'm simply Retsara. Well, happy to have you along, Retsara. Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and Iuni are there, and they would be happy to see you. Understood. There's one matter I need to tend to, so I'll meet you there shortly. He's gonna die or something. He's not gonna come. We're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna get news that he was hit by a car or something. I'm speculating. He's gonna be there. It's gonna be fine. Well, there's nobody here but Yaana. Oh, okay, not hit by a car. Oh, he brought the kitties. Pets are forbidden where I live, so I was hoping that you could look after the little ones. We would be glad to. Niuni has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. I'll go and see how they are. May I come too? Of course. You and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to, I expect. I'm so glad that they are tying up like what happens to the kitties. Oh, you are so cute. And all from different expansions, so you're, hello? We have a situation. Neoni and Eutrope are gone. Oh. Neoni wouldn't take Eutrope outside in her current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something happened to them. The president is taking them. Hasn't he? Malisity, the unenhanced warrior, for your contribution to the excitement provided by the Ascension Arcadia, you have my utmost esteem. That voice is the president. However, I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. And so, as a safeguard against further deviation, I have taken Eutrope and Ione in my care. After some coaxing, Metem divulged to me that you wish to cure psychonecrosis. And it just so happens I know where you can find the stimulant you seek. The drop of life, it is called. Wait, so you know where it is and you haven't used it? What do you want from us? 2 simple things. Malisity must continue fighting at the Arcadion, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. If you become Grand Champion, Malisity, our soul repository will be at your disposal, and I will even disclose the location of the drop of life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the heavyweight division. That's where everyone is infected. So the president was a step ahead of us. One wrong move and Eutrope and Ione will come to harm. It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Malisity. I won't let you down. I'm not really gonna say it's a lot of pressure. I have saved the world. This is, you know, Saturday afternoon. Thank you. As your second, I'll continue doing my best to support you. As will I. I won't turn a blind eye to the president's depraved action any longer. Thank you. Never again will I let anyone be taken away from me. Like, the different details on the cats is so funny. Oh, Ratsara. To think the president would stoop so low as to abduct Eutrope, convalescing as he is, and Ione, a helpless child. We must do all in our power to get them back. And when we have, we must stop him once and for all. Deep down I know that's also what Hector would have wanted. So, okay, my theory for like the final raid series, which will come out in 7.5? 7.4. I think the 3 fights are gonna be like the 3 champions, and the final fight is gonna be the president. Oh, there you are. Huh. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the president says, no harm should come to my sisters. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way. Whether you train to hone your skill or rest and recover your strength, see to it you're ready for your next fight. I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders, but you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me here when it's time for heavyweight matches to begin. Yeah, of course. And that is it. I really like this raid. It is very fun. I had a lot of fun with it. The music is good, the fights are fun. It's overall just great time. So I look forward to the final part of it. I am liking this raid series much more than the Alliance raid series in this expansion. I find it easier to kind of connect to the story. But yeah, this is very fun. But tell me, what do you think about it, and which of the fights was your favorite? Let's talk about it down in the comments, and while you're down there, maybe throw me a commentation by liking and subscribing. And in the end, all I want to say is tack för att horva, og yndislegan dag.